We just bought this junkyard Nissan Titan for $500. And we bought it for this, the VK56DE, the Japanese LS, in the cheapest way to make 1,000 horsepower.
So today we're gonna yank this VK56 out of this truck and take it apart to see what makes it so strong, and to see if this one's healthy enough to help us make over 1,000 horsepower. Welcome to Big Time. So this piece of is gonna make 1,000 horsepower?
Well, not this truck, no.
Okay, sure.
This is a 2005 Nissan Titan that I bought for $500.
Honestly, you can't argue with the price.
This is a VK56DE, so 5.6 liter, Japanese made V8.
I do get into a V8 and a Japanese made one of that. And I mean, this engine's done a few cool things, right? Wasn't Forsberg running one?
Yeah, Forsberg was running one in his drift car. He won Formula Drift Championship with this engine in a Z. They also had a GTR Nismo GT1 car that had this engine.
That's pretty cool.
Naturally aspirated, 600 plus horsepower.
Okay.
And then outside of like the cool car stuff, they put it in pretty much everything. The Armada, the Titan, it was in like the Pathfinder, the Infiniti QX56, I think.
Okay.
So it's been in a bunch of stuff, but it's a truck engine.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like an LS. Unlike an LS though, it's overhead valves.
Nice, so 4 cams on this hog?
4 cams, 32 valves. It's a pretty robust platform for us to make a lot of horsepower, and they're pretty slept on. I don't think a lot of people know about it. And you know, we've blown up enough American V8s.
Yeah, well, we should be able to figure this one out.
A Japanese made one should be bulletproof
Well,
for
see,
a bunch
the way
of...
they engineer things takes into account.
takes into account our tomfoolery.
So that said, we should probably yank this thing out, take it apart, see what we're dealing with, and see what makes it so strong.
Yeah, see if it's really, truly as good as people say.
And hopefully ours is in good shape.
Yeah. $500, 1,000 horsepower build.
What could go wrong?
Okay, so you might be wondering, why are we even attempting to take this engine and build it up to 1,000 plus horsepower? Well, we got invited to the Throtl Throwdown. It's May 2nd on the East Coast in Pennsylvania. We're building a drag car, and this is gonna be the power plant for that drag car. So we don't know where it's going in yet, so if you could leave a comment down below, what should we put this engine in? That would be helpful.
Yeah, and what kind of research should we do? The first thing we're gonna do is go to a drag show.
Drag show. And figure out what to wear. We're out. Hey,
and
Bill.
that's how you give reverse birth to a VK56.
Dude, this thing is big. We're gonna need a big chassis to put this in.
Yeah, it's pretty
big
wide, dude.
Big.
Looks like a 90-degree, but not quite, maybe.
Look at all the extra stuff we got. Eddie, you want to glove that up?
I already got a shot. That's good. That's why your gloves are wet.
Is that why? That's disgusting. All right, let's get it on the stand and then tear this sucker apart. Now, while the actual architecture of this VK is obviously fundamentally very different than the LS, the VK checks all the same boxes that made the LS legendary. Simple, strong, boost ready, most importantly, it's still stupid cheap. So, we're gonna put this Japanese LS theory to the test and look at each of its main components to see if it can run in the same circles as the LS.
Yeah, that just looks like the PCB was just feeding it a bunch of goof, so it's good.
Okay, well, we don't need that. We need the engine. Now let's go take it apart.
Nice.
Get it. You were worried about it, it's fine.
All right, now that we have our Japanese LS pulled from the Titan and de-gooped a little bit, it's time to start breaking this thing down to see why it's so good and see if ours is any good to make the 1,000 horsepower that we need.
First step, just dump all the water out of it.
Yeah, there's got some water in there. Well, when I was cleaning it yesterday, I was like, if it holds water up here, valves are sealing good. So far, not sealing good, not sealing good, not sealing good. Good, 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 good. Should I put something under it? Hold on.
Oh yeah.
That caught everything. Did such a good job catching all the water right in the Now what we have here is a 5.6 liter truck engine that at the core of it is an aluminum block, and that's pretty cool because while this is a bigger package, you have dual overhead cams, you got 32 valves, the block itself, because it's aluminum, weighs only about 380 pounds. It's also a truck motor, so it makes a lot of torque, and that means it's robust enough that we can put some boost to it. Also, this engine is an evolution of one of the best sounding engines ever made, the VQ. So if you like VQs, the VK's just got 2 more holes added onto the back of it. But we're gonna take this thing apart and see how much boost we can actually put to it without blowing it up. That's the goal. Let's see what this puppy can take. What's that? Oh, you wanna make 1,200 horsepower? Oh, do you? Don't worry.
Clap its cheeks, dude.
We make it clap. I don't think we want the cheeks clapping in the way. We've had too much metal clappage.
Yeah, a little too much clapping going on.
Drew, give me a 10. Drew, give me a 10 and make it clap. Quit clapping.
Not very well maintained.
Yeah, that is one of our concerns here. You know, based on the state of the truck and the engine when it was in it, didn't look like it was really well cared for. Bunch of leaks, oil leaks, coolant leaks. And coolant leaks are concerning because who knows if this thing was overheated real bad, you know?
So what you would like to see is something not like that. See all this gunk buildup in here? Like that didn't fall off when Joey pulled that cover. That's, you know, just oil and all sorts of stuff that just got burned up. Do your oil changes, guys. Mobile
right.
One, okay? This probably takes a 10W40 or 30.
Well, thin backside.
Just new oil.
All right, so with taking the valve covers off, we can already see one of the main differences between this VK56 and an LS, and that is that these are overhead cams. So we've got 4 cams overhead, which is a little bit more complicated and a little bit more expensive when you want to put cams in it, because you need 4 of them, but it does bode well for us in terms of power and performance. We should be able to get more RPMs out of this thing with overhead cams than you would in a push rod setup, and it should help us make a ton of power and get up to those high RPMs. So a little more modern than the LS. Gunky. 36. What does it mean?
Now, on first inspection, you might be thinking, well, this thing's way bigger than an LS. And yeah, you're gonna be, it's right to notice that. This thing's about 28 inches wide, and LS about 22. 20, 21, something like that. So
what's the V angle on an LS?
60?
60?
Yeah.
Is it? This looks wider. This looks closer to 90.
This looks almost 90S. We'll put it, one moment please. You know, what makes it like you're in trouble or something? Okay, there you go.
Gotta make the bolt a little longer so it's less tight.
Touch it with your fingers. Taken away.
Sort it out.
I can remember when I first worked on, I had a dual overhead cam motorcycle, and you look at timing chains compared to like a push rod engine, and you're like, that's complicated. There's more moving stuff.
A lot more room for error.
A lot more room for error, which is true. But you know, we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn. Look at that. Mike bought a tool for an LS. Is it gonna work?
I think so.
He bought a tool to pull the pulley on this, and
Holy smoke.
let's go!
Wow. Look how good that fits.
Let freedom ring. That's awesome.
That's perfect. So if you can't get the balancer off your VK, buy one for an LS on Amazon for like 20 bucks.
Oh dear, come on. Come on, channel it, Jer.
Channel that rage.
Oh, I got it a little. Oh. Can't do it, fellers.
Come on.
trying, bro.
Oh, come
I'm
on.
strong as shit. Like gorilla ape shit. Michael got it, dude.
Ha, dude.
He had a good strat.
And like, we loosened it up. Well, you know, being a dual overhead cam or really quad overhead cam, you've got a lot more timing chain, and as such, you've got more timing cover and all that, but at its core, it's still relatively simple. It's just timing the lower end of the engine with the upper end of the engine. So just a little bit bigger, a little more stuff, longer chain. Jesus. Reveal your secrets, sir. One bolt.
That'll do it. You.
Whoa, and an interesting pickup.
Okay, so far our engine hasn't looked all that great on the inside, so we're a little worried about if this thing can actually make 1,000 horsepower. But we're not giving up hope, so let's dive even deeper, and maybe it's even better on the inner inside.
Up and down, up and down. All right, now that we can see the bottom end of our VK, we can start to see how robust it is, how strong it is. First off, you got 6-bolt mains, which are pretty dang beefy. 4 bolts up here, 2 through either side. The block itself is pretty damn thick, and if you look at all the ribbing and sort of support built into this casting, it just looks strong.
Reinforced.
Yeah. Now, do you think this looks stronger than your aluminum block that shattered?
Well, I have it over there. You want to bring it beside?
I think we might as well.
Yeah. Let's do some finger measurement.
Yeah.
Oh, about that big. Okay, cool. All right, so this is my LS1 out of my catfish, and obviously it's seen better days.
Ooh.
It has a hole in it, but what we can do is at least start measuring, how about the thickness of the block here? Okay.
Now, this does share some similarities. You know, it is aluminum block and it does have 6-bolt mains, which are relatively strong, but it used to be.
I'm just doing the thinnest portion. Okay, now let's come over here. This is 0.7. We got 1/10 of an inch thicker block sidewall.
Shot.
How thick are the mains? 0.98 inches? Oh, brother.
You got skinny mains, dude.
0.91.
Oh. Not too bad.
So our mains are thicker, our block is thicker, even in the thinnest portion.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Okay, so when we're talking about thickness, the VK takes the cake.
She's thick. Kapump.
This thing. Okay. One more time. Get
Okay, we got a head ready to fall off here. How the heck do you do this? Now, if you draw on the screen, what is that? Okay, oh man, I think I'm gonna have to call Andy.
What's up, dude?
Andy, dude, listen, I need some help. I need you to help me make a t-shirt. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I have a great idea for a t-shirt. It just came to me in a dream last night, and I got a good start, but I need you to help me.
Sure, I got you, Zachary, but please tell me that you have AnyDesk.
AnyDesk? Andy, of course I have AnyDesk. We use it all the time to tune cars remotely, send files remotely, edit remotely, troubleshoot remotely. Anything you can do on a computer, you can do with AnyDesk remotely. Right now, I need Andy on AnyDesk to remotely help me create a t-shirt. I got a good start. I just need a little help getting it across the finish line.
Okay, look, Joe, I love the direction A for effort, but let me give this a whirl.
Yeah, dude, hop on.
Move this, add this, tick to the left, tick to the right.
Oh, there we go, Andy.
Dude, don't worry, I'm almost done. Just have to finesse this real quick. And I'm done. Okay, Joe, Max, all yours. I need to run.
All right, well, thanks, Andy. And thanks, AnyDesk, for sponsoring this video. And thank you guys for supporting the brands that support us here at Bigtime.
tug that head.
Oh, yeah. Stinky.
Oh
dude.
my
Stinky.
God. Oh, dude, you've unlocked, dude, the freaking Dutch oven of the century. Oh, do you smell that? Get right in here, dude.
That
Really?
is unbelievable.
Oh my God. Now getting all the air inside our VK is the job of our heads, and this is the head off of it. It is 4 valves per cylinder, 2 exhaust, 2 intake. Now if you compare this to an LS that has 2 valves, it's obviously very different. Now the valves on an LS are gonna be bigger. These are smaller, but they flow more air. Driving all of that is your dual camshafts, which we have taken out, but I'll get a B-roll shot. See how it's like peaky like this? We're gonna get one that does this. It's gonna go, oh, wha-bam, oh, waka-chaka, oh, wha-bam, just big old fat lobes, letting this thing just, suck in so much air as possible. Now, unlike an overhead valve setup where you have hydraulic lifters, this is a solid lifter setup. So we have to lash the valves, meaning that the gap when the valve is closed has to be a set thickness. And the way you do that is typically like on a dirt bike, for example, you have a little shim in there, which is just a little piece of metal, and you measure it out. You take a feeler gauge and you measure what when the valve is open or when the valve is closed, how much gap is in between the lobe and the bucket, and then you adjust it, you shim it so that it's within spec. These don't do that. You have to actually change the entire bucket itself. So we might need to order new buckets when we put a new camshaft in. A little bit more complex, but all in all, not that big of a deal. How's she look?
Crusty.
Pretty crusty, huh?
But I'm more worried about these cylinders.
Whoa, that block's pretty cool though. Look how small these coolant windows are.
Hell yeah, dude. We got that closed deck.
It's got
Whoa.
cheese in there.
It's got cheese in there.
Like relief cut there. What's up with that? But so far, no scratchies, no gouchies.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, yeah, there's nothing. It's pretty good. For as nasty as the oil and all the other stuff we've seen pulling this thing apart.
I wonder what Nissan would say, like I forget what you call it, like the life cycle they like design this stuff to.
I know.
It was their first truck engine, so I'm guessing they had a lot of stiff competition, so they were probably thinking, let's overbuild
Right,
it.
because like the GX, I think is built to $250,000 or something like that.
And they go well over $1 million.
Yeah, but like their like design like limitation when they're building it is like this has to
Go at least.
Yeah.
There we are. Dude, we heard.
Are they dirty? Yes.
Now, when looking at the pistons and the connecting rods of our VK56, I decided to pull one from my LS7, which is a 5.7 liter. And since it's the Japanese LS, why not use an LS piston rod to compare it against? Now, this first thing you look at is the bore size. This is a 99 millimeter bore. This is a 98. The strokes are both 92 millimeters, so pretty similar when it comes to the piston size and the stroke that we're operating under. If you look at the connecting rods, you got a little bit thicker of a connecting rod on the LS1, but you know, for all intents and purposes, they look pretty similar. The only difference in the piston is this is dished and this is a flat top. But overall, we have pretty comparable piston size, piston diameter, and stroke length for these two engines. That means that essentially, this is a Japanese LS. The premise of this video, the title of this video, right here is why.
Judging by all the poop in the bottom of this motor.
There's been some debris. Where'd you put the cap?
How many miles were on this thing? Do you remember?
I thought it was like almost 200K.
Yeah, I think about 200, about 250. Big old thick stretch marks kind of shit like, okay? I want it jiggling, okay? I want it looking like farm animal shit. Well, that one catches a little bit.
And that's the last piston, rod, and bearing package. It's all a little bit beat up, but not too bad.
So that's what you call knocking the tension out of a bearing.
Yeah.
It's a miracle that didn't spin a bearing. That's the sign things are about to go bad.
We'll go back and forth, back and forth. Oh, there's some good stink in there, boy. Oh. You don't need smelling salts when you got that, Eddie.
Here, you gotta take a hit.
That's not too bad.
So you see, that's how a bearing should fit. With where they don't just like flop around in there, you know?
They're not
See,
floppy.
no gapping behind the bearing to the cap.
How's the wear on yours?
Pretty good. I mean, you know, a little bit of wear. We got like a stripe of,
Here, let me wipe it for you.
thank you. The furthest away bearing has some wear, but looks fine.
You know, same amount of grossness. Goodness, yeah, same amount of debris, but otherwise fine.
Yeah, the thing that we care most about here is the crank, because we will not be replacing the crankshaft. And at a quick glance, it looks great. And that's good.
Now this is the real piece de resistance of the VK, a forged crankshaft. So unlike an LS1, which has a cast crankshaft, this thing is made out of forged steel. But that's gonna be good for us because when we start building this thing, we're going to use this crankshaft. This is one of the reasons why you can build this engine up to take a ton of boost and a ton of horsepower. It's because of this piece right here. You can keep the factory one and this thing will not blow up. Don't shake your head, Eddie. I don't believe in superstition. Now you might be wondering, oh Jared, I don't care if my crank is forged or if it's shet. Or if it's shet.
Hung up on crank.
I did. Now you might be saying, hey Jared, I don't give a crap if my crankshaft is forged or if it's cast. Well, you should, because it all matters about how much power it can take and the grain structure of when they make this thing. Man, now I'm just thinking about shaft the whole time I said that. Now, Jerry, you might be saying, I don't give a crap if my crank is forged or if it's cast, and you should. Now, what is the difference between a forged crankshaft and a cast crankshaft? Well, in a cast crankshaft, you take molten metal and you pour it in a mold, and then it solidifies, and that's your part, and they do some machining on it, and they, you know, to make it in balance, of course. But that grain structure at high speeds, as you spin it, those grains, those molecular interactions of those steel atoms, when they're cast like that, they tend to pull apart at high speeds. So as you rotate it, you're creating this gyro effect, right? And you're, it's under a lot of acceleration, and you spin it too fast, it can start to separate and blow up. Well, with a forged crankshaft, you have a big die, and under high heat and pressure, they take a piece of steel and they make this entire piece from one complete compression, and that's how you get it. Now, the benefit of that is the grain structure is much more tight. It can spin faster. So, this thing is gonna allow us to make a ton of horsepower, and that's because it's forged. And boy, oh boy, is it heavy. Quick rake.
Oh, it's lighter than I thought.
Yeah.
It's aluminum, dude. Ah,
Sorry. Blew out
I thought this thing
O-ring.
was, I didn't know this thing was still running. You want my end to go back?
Yeah. Ugh. Okay. And with that, we have completely disassembled a VK56DE.
What a beaut. What a big, strong beaut.
This thing is great, and we are super excited. We got a ton of parts for this sucker. We got forged custom pistons.
That's right.
We got forged connecting rods. We got freaking big fat turbo.
Big fat turbo.
We got fueling. We got Chewy.
Bruh.
Bro, what are you doing? We got a bunch of cool parts to build this thing out to make 1,000 horsepower, and ultimately, this is all because we're building a drag car.
Because we're gonna win a race.
That's right, we're gonna win our first drag race ever. So if you guys wanna be a part of that, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below on what you think we should put this in. We're still figuring that out. But what we do know is that on May 2nd, we are racing against a bunch of other freaking YouTubers.
Yeah.
I'm talking TJ.
Oh.
I can't say that. Throtl. Then, who's that?
Nerd.
Loser is what that's gonna be. So if you guys wanna come see us, that's gonna be May 2nd. It's gonna be out in Pennsylvania. We don't ever make it out to the East Coast, so we're gonna be doing signings. We're gonna have bespoke merch. It's gonna be a whole heck of a lot of fun, so get your tickets. We'll have a link at some point. We're just teasing it right now.
That's right.
But this should be a fun project, so stay along with us.
Yeah, we got a lot to do between now and May 2nd, so stay tuned.
Love you, bye.